Yeah, I'm waiting for a few more people to log on, y'all. Let everybody know on Twitter because they always say Instagram don't alert them. Okay, to log on, y'all. Let everybody know. Now, if you do not, well, if you're a Nicki fan, you know who Mac Main is. But for people who do not know who Mac Main is, Mac, tell them who you are at what company.
President of Young Money, and I'm Nicki Big Brother. You heard me?
Believe that. President of Young Money. You know, y'all already know Young Money said definitely all that. So I always say, y'all, that I love Mac because he's always been like the same, no matter what the fuck was going on in my life. Like when I didn't have a dollar to my name, he always was trying to help me, and he was just always like humble and sweet. Anyway, so Mac texted me, and it was funny because this is the same thing that happened last time when something was going on the internet and I didn't know what the hell was going on. And I said, Mac done texted me. I need to address this craziness. And me and Tay was over there laughing. And so, okay, so you guys listen to this. Mac texted me saying, I'm glad that it seems like the Grammys rectified the issue, Nick. And so I'm like, what is he talking about? I go on one of the blogs, and I see that this blog posted an article. The article has been out for a couple of days now, y'all. So you could tell that the Grammys want to make sure that the top urban blogs report on this particular article. Why do you ask? Well, I'll tell you. So if no one knows about this article, then they feel like, are people going to say we're shady? We didn't handle the situation. They know that they should have at least given a response. So what they did was they put out an article stating something that me and the whole label already knew, stating something that had absolutely nothing to do with what I spoke about. And it's Nunu. Nunu, I want to, when Matt get off, I want to speak to you, Nunu. Nunu Nels. They stated, if this ain't gaslighting, I don't know what is. And so all the intelligent women out there, like anybody that studies these kinds of things, psychology or anything like this, I would love to speak to you tonight. If this is not gaslighting, I don't know what is. Somebody comes to you and speaks to you about a specific thing where they felt they were treated unfairly. Now, imagine this is your job. Imagine, and if you have a 9-to-5, if you own your own business, whatever it is, this could be you. This could be your daughter. So just imagine, instead of addressing, and Khalil, you stay there too, instead of addressing what, get to the point, get off my dick, get off my life. Who the fuck? And that's the problem. Why the fuck y'all always worried about me if you not like I'm on a fucking time limit to tell you what the fuck I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Stupid ass the fuck off my life.
Talk your shit, pop your shit, Nick.
Yeah, like go away. The same people that pretend they don't care about me is always on my.
Yeah.
So anyway, so now I'm gonna start the fuck back over. So look, if I come to you and say, hey, Mac, yesterday, I didn't think it was fair that you poked me with your pink pen. And you said, well, you know what else I did? I also tickled you with my black pen. So you should be happy that I tickled you with my black pen. Okay, here's what's going on with the internet. And they're able to do this to us. Oh, hi, the loser teacher. I would love to talk to you too. I know you're very smart. They do it to us because they know. And when I say us, I'm not saying black. I'm not even going to say black anymore because that's also an issue. If you're a black woman and you say black, that's an issue now too. They do it to us, meaning people who are on social media a lot. We've lost our attention span. So for the most part, they know when they put out a long article, they know people aren't going to read it. They know people are going to read like the headline and get the gist of it and keep it the fuck moving. Now, it's interesting because I hear women talking about gaslighting all day and all night on TikTok. But when they can clearly see a woman being gaslit by a huge company or corporation and using their minions in the industry, not just a woman who's been working hard since the day you met me, Mac, goes hard.
1000%.
Never asked for a handout, never asked for anything that I didn't deserve, right? So the Grammys had Variety put out an article saying that Nicki Minaj is actually in tons of rap category, or she has tons of possible nominations in rap categories. So when I went on that blog after you sent that text, it already has like 100,000 likes of just people probably liking it to show support, thinking, oh wow, word, like Nick got, like they fixed the shit up and they did right by Nicki. But they didn't. They put out an article stating something that we already knew, stating something that the whole label already knew, only to gaslight my fans and other people in the industry into thinking that they fixed something they didn't fix. I gave that analogy about the pink and the black pen. If I tickled you with my black pen and poked you with my motherfucking pink pen, and you ain't like me poking you with my pink pen, I'm supposed to address that. Not say, well, I did something else that was nice. No, I want you to address what you did, but I spoke one. So here is the last time. And I swear I did not want to talk about this again, but they are purposely doing things like this to gaslight and make me look crazy. And I want everyone to show these kinds of things to their daughters so that you know what type of things to look out for in the work world, anything you do in life. Listen to the words they use whenever they know you're right, but they can't justify their wrong actions. Listen to the kinds of words you will always have to hear for the rest of your life. Crazy, mad, old. Think about this. Dear Grammys, and everybody, my fans know I am already the best. I don't need a Grammy. This was a specific question I asked for a specific reason, and y'all know that. Yet so many Black women are purposely missing the point. So here's the point. The point is, I do not care about winning a Grammy. I care about the fact that the Grammys took Super Freaky Girl that just broke another record today for staying in the top 10 since its debut on the Billboard Hot 100. Oh, it actually beat Anaconda record, Mac. So this week it beat Anaconda's record, right?
That's for you and the Bob. Say, Nick, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Never forget that.
Never will. So, but listen to this, Mackie. Instead of the Grammys coming out and simply saying, we're not going to change our decision because we honestly don't give a fuck, they said, well, we're not going to respond to why we moved Super Freaky Girl into a pop category. We're just going to tell all the Black people and the hip hop culture that, well, Nicki is nominated in the rap category. She's nominated in the rap category for Do We Have a Problem? She's nominated in the rap category for Blick Blick. By the way, these are not nominations, y'all. So this is another way that they're gaslighting y'all. These are not nominations. These are songs that record companies submit to be a nomination. Okay. I was talking about Super Freaky Girl, yet the Grammys have not responded about Super Freaky Girl. They've only gaslit y'all into directing your attention to Do We Have a Problem? What does Do We Have a Problem have to do with Super Freaky Girl? I'll say that again. What does Do We Have a Problem have to do with Super Freaky Girl? The answer is nothing. So I go on there and there are women saying, oh yeah, well, she begged. She made a big deal. So they just gave it to. I know y'all not talking about the best of all time, Nicki Minaj. I know y'all not thinking I give a. Who peed in a Grammy? Like, who spoke against the Grammy many times? So many men have, you know, whether it was Kanye, whether it was Drake, who said, no, why are you putting Hotline Bling in a rap category? And they still continue to nominate him. No one said anything mean or bad. He stood up for what he believed in, and he was right. He took the right stance, you know, because he's like, why would you put me in a rap category and take away an award from rappers when Hotline Bling is not a rap song, right? So, moral of the story is this. They just gaslit my fans, Mac, into telling them, well, she is, Do We Have a Problem is in the rap category. So, yeah. So, therefore, we're supposed to say, forget about the reason she spoke about this at all. And let's just say, oh, thanks for calling Do We Have a Problem rap Grammys. Thank you. Like, y'all, come on. We got to start acting smarter. We have to start reading to understand and to comprehend. So shout out to the people that were so happy thinking that this meant that they did something nice after I spoke about it. But listen to the word that they used on the blog. It looks like the stunt may have worked. It looks like the stunt may have gotten their attention. That is a blatant lie, because those Do We Have a Problem was always in the rap category.
That's wild.
So do you see the gaslighting that's going on? Instead of just addressing what's at hand, and imagine an urban blog saying something about pulling a stunt. So that means The Weeknd pulled a stunt last year when he spoke out. That means all of these artists that have spoken about what what they believe that they are due based on their talent. That means they're all pulling stunts. So that means, listen to this, if you work a 9 to 5 or any other job in the world, and you speak out about years of unfairness that everyone can see, this is one of those words they can use to make you feel like, oh, let me shut up. Let me not speak. A stunt. A stunt. After all these male rappers and all of these people have spoken, they've called me pulling a stunt and still haven't addressed the issue at hand. And the issue at hand was Super Freaky Girl sampled Rick James. And guess what? When
MC Hammer
sampled it, guess
right.
what category it was in? Ding, ding, ding. Rap, hip hop. And they can't say it's because the song, it became so big. MC Hammer's song wasn't huge. It wasn't a huge song. Huge. But that went in the rap category. Again, please, I am not talking about this because I give a shit anymore. I'm talking about this because they're now making urban blogs post this 3-4 day old article again, gaslighting and attacking. I wasn't paying no mind to this craziness. I was having a good old motherfucking day.
I hope I ain't fuck it up. You heard me? I got some text from some
No, but I'm
people.
glad you told me.
So I thought it was getting rectified. I gotta go back when we get off and send some more
so
texts.
Look, listen to how the internet and the world made this shit into something huge. The only thing I said was, if Super Freaky Girl is pop, then so is Big Energy. And that's the truth, because they are the same vibes. Anybody with a brain and some ears can tell. The point that the Grammys don't want you guys to focus on is that they've unfairly moved Super Freaky Girl to pop so that I won't be in competition with the people who they want to win in the rap category. Like, do you guys see how simple it is? It's not a big, huge thing to understand. And nobody, like, I don't even care that much, but why are y'all going so hard not to simply address the simple issue? The simple issue is, if Super Freaky Girl is pop, then Big Energy is pop. So they shifted your focus now to, do we have a problem being nominated in rap categories? And saying it looks like the stunt Nicki Minaj pulled might have paid off. I've never seen this level of blatant, outright gaslighting and attacking. Oh my God. Canvas_creations19 says, but why address it if you don't care? Can you believe some people are this fucking dumb? I just explained that. Dumb.
Common sense, not common, Nick.
Clearly.
Everything, my love.
So look, by the way, Troy Carter, who he managed Gaga for years.
Yeah, I know Troy.
And yeah, for them who don't know, and then he worked at Spotify for years.
Mm-hmm.
He even tweeted about it and said, this is absolutely crazy. Notice how none of those were huge figures in the industry. Notice how that's not ending up on blogs. The Brat spoke on it.
I saw that.
The Funky Geneva person, I was trying to see if I had his Instagram. I couldn't find his IG name. He spoke on it. Many people have spoken on it, but that's not on blogs. And I also found out something recently I didn't know, which is how many people pay blogs to post the dumbest shit. So if you're going back and forth with somebody, they'll post a blog to only post the things that make them look good, and that's going to get the other person dragged. But I don't really be on it like that, paying attention, so I don't be finding out until days later. But again, let me make this clear. All I said was, when MC Hammer sampled Super Freak by Rick James, his song was put in the rap category. What has changed? I've rapped on both verses. It's the same sample. So why is my song pop? And why force blogs to post this nonsense to try to steer their attention into the other way and make them think that y'all did right by me, when y'all know that you didn't address what I asked you in the first place? So it's not even this serious to be doing all of this industry shit, all of this industry politics. If y'all wasn't going to address it, you didn't have to. But to do this gaslighting shit, it's weird. It's weird. So no, Mac, to answer your question that you hit me about, you said, congratulations. It looks, I heard they did the right thing. Somebody told me that they did the right thing by you. No, they haven't. They know why they don't want Super Freaky Girl in the rap category. So, when I'm not putting out music, it's easier for them to pick and choose who they want to give awards to. But once I start gearing up and I start doing my thing, and here's the other thing I would say. If you that bitch, you don't need somebody else to be out the picture for you to shine. Like, my talent speaks for itself. I don't care what other girls are rapping. I don't care what other girls are in the category. So if you knowingly sit by and see some shit like this happening and pretend that it's okay, that just means that you are intimidated by having competition in the same category, not me. We just want it to be fair. Everybody with a pair of ears knows. And again, I don't care about this. I'm responding because the Grammys put this article out in Variety, and they're putting it out for you guys to think that this has been rectified, and it hasn't been rectified. Okay? It hasn't been rectified. Now you got urban blogs using this Variety article saying it looks like Nicki's stunt. So that means when you're in the workforce, ladies, and you are excelling above your peers and you're doing a great job, you're not allowed to speak up for yourself. But you know what's funny, Mac? I remember when I was discussing the fact that streams weren't being counted, Tay Moolah just got on my live to say, we still on this. I could tell you're one of the slow ones. You're one of the slow ones too. We are not on anything. This is my job. I would never come to your job and say, oh, bitch, you still on this? Because I don't know what you've gone through at your job. Okay. So, yeah. So, dear Grammys, you don't have to keep on putting out articles pretending you're addressing something when you're not. Let it go. Leave it alone. I left it alone. Okay. Shout out to my baby. Shout out my bars. Y'all been having me cracking up laughing with a lot of your with your posts. But oh no, you know what's so funny, Mac? You remember when I was going hard saying that streams should count towards Billboard, because for so long our music was being stolen or streamed, and it wasn't being counted on Billboard. Now, if you look at the new rappers, they're really surviving by streams. But when I was talking about it back then, people were saying the same kind of shit. Oh, she's crying, she's complaining. But your favorite artist is now benefiting from all of that crying and complaining I did, huh? Because what would happen if they took away the streams from your favorite artist now? You know how many albums they'd be selling? They'd be selling about 11 albums, 5 to 6 albums. But
it was ahead of your time, Nick.
Always. But isn't it funny? Even when people come out and blatantly lie on me, and then everybody finds out they lied on me. Look at how quickly they bypass that. They quickly bypass that. Someone just blatantly said I said things that I never said. They quickly, but now now Grammys is again trying to steer this conversation in another direction, having people that actually support me feel happy. We just want y'all to address why y'all moving Super Freaky Girl out the rap category and not other songs that are just as pop as Super Freaky Girl? That's the only question we had, Chad. That is the only question Onika Tanya had.
Oh, you
I
crazy.
mean, like, girl, we is tired. At Jenner Doll __. You look tired, bitch. You look tired, bitch. Bitch, you look tired, bitch. It's 9 o'clock and now you on another bitch live talking about you tired. You don't got a bed at your house, bitch. The fuck?
Nick, you cut up bad, bro.
Like, it be the same people talking about me nonstop just to say they tired. Ho!
That's crazy.
I ain't never talking about nobody I was tired of on a social media platform. Go and clean your tired pussy. Your pussy game tired, bitch. Your big hole is tired, bitch. Your throat is tired, bitch.
Why you so fucking crazy, Nick? You don't spell
Your
nothing, man.
asshole is tired, ho.
You don't spell nothing, man.
It's just like I'm talking to my audience, my fans, the president at my label, and you over here talking about how tired your funky ass is.
You crazy, bro. You fucked me up.
Like, what the?
That's
Anyway,
Where
so
Pop at, man? He sleep.
Huh, Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, he's been going to bed later and later. But I ain't gonna lie, I actually prefer it because that means he don't get up as late. It's like he heard you say his name, Matt. He just started saying,
that was him,
huh?
I heard that. That was
yes, that's
wow. What's up, Papa?
Anytime he hear my voice, it's like he feel like he gotta, make sure everything good.
Yeah,
like,
he should.
But Mackie, he's such a little man. When I tell you the boy think he a grown man, I never. Hi, Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Please pray for me, Tasha. And if I said bad words, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hi, Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy.
July 28th, baby.
Who?
We got the same birthday. That's some inside shit. Me and Soldier.
1 second. I'm on live. Give me 2 minutes, please. Okay. So, Mac, that's all I was trying to say. We don't gotta never talk about this again, but we don't have to do they playing, the internet games, Mac.
Right. No, I'm about to go holler. I gotta holler. I gotta go holler at a few people, but I mean, you deserve your flowers, you deserve your accolades, you deserve, you deserve fairness. You know what I'm saying? You work hard. You work hard. And if something like that, if they got it wrong, then at least give me a reasonable explanation. I get it. But please stop beefing. I love you. Please. You know I don't like when you beef.
I'm not. And I
just don't want you to beef.
What?
I love you. I don't like when you beef.
Mackie, I'm not beefing.
All right.
I'm from New York. Everything I say sounds like I'm beefing. And I'm not.
All right. I love you, bro. Regardless.
I love you.
I'm with you regardless, but I like, nice Nikki, Papa Bear Mama Nikki. That's the Nikki, that I prefer. But I love you though. No more beef, please. Pescatarian, vegetarian.
Wait, who is that? Let me see. Who is this? Is that the real young boy? Don't make me click on that, and that ain't the real young boy either.
I don't know his page.
Okay, Mac, I love you dearly, but Mac, as a black man, man who I respect, you can't say things like that. When you hear a queen speaking and you use the word beefing, it
I'm not talking about nothing with the grammars and nothing.
No, but
but
even when you use that word, Mackie,
disagreement.
You can't.
Can I use disagreements?
No, that's another bad word.
Well, what word can I use?
Something behind the scenes.
I just don't like seeing you mad. Can I say that?
I rebuke it in Jesus' name. That's a bad word to speak, to
mad?
say. Yes. Because I am not mad, Mackie.
No, I'm not even. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm just telling you because you have to use but you know why? Because I know you and you know me, so you know I know how much you love me and you know how much I love you. But when the public people, they use these words, not just with me, but with a lot of women who speak on things, they use certain words. So automatically it makes the people, before they can even hear the person out, it makes them shut them out. And one thing that you said that's just the truest shit. All I want is fairness. I don't ever, like, I'm gonna go hard every time. When somebody sends me a verse for them, I go hard. I just go hard because I believe in going hard. Sometimes I get paid for verses and I could just not care and say the first thing that comes to my mind. I'm not gonna do that to anybody because I have to put my all in this rap shit. This is my passion. There's a difference between waking up one day and lucking up upon rap versus being great at it and having passion about it. All right, so Mac, I'm gonna let you go. You know how much I love you. But I'm gonna keep you posted. So Mac, text me tomorrow. I'm gonna text you tomorrow.
All right, tell Papa Bear I said, what's happening? You heard me?
I will. And give my love to your son too.
Of course.
Okay.
Love, Nick.
All right, love you.
Yeah.
So who's on, you guys? And y'all know Mac is my brother. Like, one thing about Mac, he going to ride. No, who's this? How long is taking Mac to hang up? Mac, get up. Mac, thank you, Fiz_Eli. Mac, how long is it taking you to get up to hang up? Can I do it for him, y'all? So do y'all understand what I was saying, y'all? That for people who want to know why I've been explaining myself, I know my fans know this, but you guys might not know this, is that so, maybe is that how I can do it? X him. I'm trying to X Mac, but his screen is still there, y'all. What should I do? So y'all, and so Nunu, I tried to add you, but they won't let me. Oh my God. It's Mac. Mac, I know you ain't high as you, Mac. Hang up. Remove from my, okay, so I almost just removed this person.
Nikki, pick me.
It won't let me, Nunu.
Go out and go back in. Nikki, click it off and go back in. Click it off and go back in.
Oh, his name is there, but the screen is all me, really? I know you guys are saying he's out, but I still see a half screen thing.
Click it off, Nikki, and go back in.
What I was saying is, one thing about Mac, he rides for me behind the scenes just as much as, you know what I'm saying, in front of the camera. So he's a very genuine, and I love him. So it's always going to be him, you know what I'm saying, over everything. But, all right, they told me to start the live over. Okay, let me try.
Okay, so we won't replay that. We won't even get back into it. We're gonna get into our topics. Welcome to the Wiley Show. We are definitely here. We're not doing a countdown. That was Nikki. She was talking about the issues since we're talking about Nicki Minaj. Let's do it as our first topic since we're diving into it. So I want to explain it to the people that are listening to us live. Of course, Variety, they did an article titled Nicki Minaj is on a Grammy ballot in rap categories, just not for super freaky girls. And of course, this was written on all the blogs and they got it from Variety. All right. So let's read it right now. Variety wrote an article and they said this: Minaj, do we have a problem? Is on the ballot in the rap category as a couple of the collaborative tracks she released. Meanwhile, curiously, in a live version of Lotto Big Energy, this is on the rap ballot, not the studio track. The fact that Nicki Minaj's Super Freaky Girl was shifted out of the Grammy rap category and into the pop division on a preliminary ballot has nearly resulted into an international incident, giving the publicity and the controversy as the voting began this week. It is certainly resulted in the year's most visible hip hop feud in the Fury Words war of words between Minaj and Lotto. So this is going on. We will definitely keep y'all updated on this. Me personally, I want to give my thoughts on this. I do believe that Super Freaky Girl should be in the rap category, but it also should be in pop because the record is have a pop feel. We had a good sis on our show, and she was on our show, and she was talking about Angel Sessions, which is a voting member of the Recording Academy. Were saying that it do have a pop sound, but she even said that Nicki Minaj should be in the rap category. So we're gonna keep you all updated about this. We're gonna keep y'all updated about the Grammys, and we definitely gonna keep y'all updated the type of way. So here we go. We definitely have a lot to discuss. Let's go to our other topic. Okay. Now, how do I pronounce his name? Oh man. Okay. YK Osiris or something. YK Osiris. Hope I'm saying his name right. YK. All right. So he really went on social media, and many people think that YK is definitely wanted to commit suicide. So people are just been worried about him, and I'm definitely sending my prayers. And he definitely is a one-hit wonder. And many people were speculating about his sexuality. He was saying that nobody wanted to deal with him. Nobody wanted to be around him. Nobody, many of the men like Drake and all of those, they stopped dealing with him because of the gay rumors. This is really sad, but I think YK needs to stop following behind these superstars and worry about his music because nobody, he's only a one-hit wonder. And that's all about that. Another thing is if you're battling with your mind and you're battling emotionally, take a break off social media, go get therapy. If you got money for Gucci, you got money for Rolex, you got money for all these things, go get some therapy. If you're definitely battling like me, if I'm going through something, I can't afford a therapist, but I can't pick up the phone and talk to friends and get off social media. So sometimes when I'm going through, sometimes I take off of social media. I detox, listen to some gospel music. I may go to the gym, go out for a nice walk, cook myself a beautiful meal, take myself out to the movies, and try to detox from social media because some social media can definitely be toxic. So we're setting our arms around him. We're definitely praying for him that he can get right with himself because you have to take mental health very seriously because we have lost a lot of people dealing with suicide. We have a lot of people, so you definitely need to plug. And so I definitely send my prayers. There's nothing wrong sitting on the couch talking to a therapist. Some black people will say, "Oh no, Wally, I don't talk to no therapist. That's a waste of money." No, it's not, because what you're doing, you're expressing how you feel, and what you're doing is your therapist will tell you how you feel and all of that. And so the song that he's singing, "You think it worth it? Something like that. I think that's how it goes. Okay. So he definitely out here, he do records and stuff like that. And so we definitely are, sending our prayers to him and all of that. So thank you so very much. And hopefully that he gets the help that he needs. So let's get into this. You see the new show BMF is coming out, and Monique is a part of this show. As you all can see, she's on the BMF series. It's going to air on Stars. She's playing a strip club owner. And you also see Young Miami is going to be a part of this show, BMF. And then you also see Cash Doll definitely going to be a part, returning her role on BMF series. It's going to air on Stars. I love the show. The show is definitely great. So I don't know if he was musty. See, I don't know if Monique looking at him like, nigga, you musty, go take a bath. So I don't know if he was musty in this scene, because they say dude don't like taking a bath. Y'all see him, they say he don't like taking a bath. So I don't know if Monique was looking at him saying you stink, because she sure got a look on her face to look like the man is musty. But I'm definitely going to talk about this, and I'm definitely going to talk about this show and review the show. I typically don't like reviewing shows because I like to enjoy instead of looking at it for work. So I'm definitely going to take time to watch this show and give you all tea on it. I'm super excited for Monique that she's back out acting, doing amazing, and she's doing great. I'm super excited to see her on set. She ain't crying, even though she's still roasting, even though she's still saying something towards Oprah. But I'm glad that she ain't online, so, talking about a boycott. I'm glad that she ain't talking about, what's going on with Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. And she's still talking about Oprah because she said, I'm just glad she's working. Because it's one thing to complain, but then people gonna say, why are you not working? So I'm definitely gonna be tuning into this season. This season is definitely gonna be dope. I'm gonna be watching it. So I'm definitely gonna do it. She's gonna be playing a strip club owner, not his mom. She's gonna be playing a strip club owner, and Monique definitely gonna be on there. And then also Young Miami, she said, catch me on BMF. She's definitely gonna be on there playing somebody girlfriend. So we definitely gonna keep y'all updated on the BMF series, and I'm definitely going to be really, really great because it's definitely a good show. I watched last season. Last season was absolutely wonderful. It kept me on a roller coaster ride, and this is also produced by 50 Cent. So this is definitely going to be a good show. It's definitely coming on Stars. Okay, that was that. Now we have to talk about my girl Glorilla, or some people call her Gloria, but she Glorilla. F-E-D, talk about it. I'm F-E. Okay. So she having problems with a producer of her record, and they was been going back and forth on social media concerning the song. So she definitely been going off on the producer, filling out that that she have not made any money off the record, and that they have been stealing from her, that she haven't made a dime off of it. Let me see if I can pull up what was said, because it was a lot that was said about the record. So give me a second. I'm going to screen share a second here. Here we go. Okay. So this is what Hit Kid said. So let me screen share, let y'all see this. Give me a second, because that's the name of the producer that produced, I guess, F&F. Okay. He said this, couldn't go live anymore, but to clear things up, I offered the opportunity for the girls to sign to me so I could still be involved in their careers legally if a deal was presented to them so people wouldn't mess them over. I told them I didn't have any money to sign them, but would take care of them until I really had the funds. My initial plan was to turn them up and help them get signed. So truthfully, I'm not salty about nobody signing to anyone. This about me offering $0. I cannot and have not made any money from F&F yet, because it takes time for royalties and everything else to add up. Also, I can only collect my portion of the song. And this is how responding to Glorilla. No, that's T.S. Madison. We didn't talk about that. He said, I cannot and have not made any money from F&F yet because it takes time for royalties and everything to add up. Also, I can only collect my portion of the song. I put her manager on game on how to get her side, but she is signed, so I don't know how she would be able to do that. I put her as a preliminary artist in F&F because it would help her. I was wrong to not have mentioned beforehand that I was doing a distribution deal for the album that we all agreed to, that F&F is a part of. But nevertheless, I told her about the $50,000 dollars advance, which I don't owe any of the girls, but I was going to break bread after the project just because I have ownership of the song, so I can do whatever with the song. Not knowing these people trying to mess me and glow over, I took her and the other girls into meetings to build bridges with people and labels for future business proposal. I mentioned that we can take the meetings, but we don't have to sign. At this time, I'm also learning as I speak with people at the labels. Despite me having a little bit of knowledge already, I made the mistake of talking too much in the meetings, which backfired on me and not anyone else. Eventually, I bounced back. Every time I got some game from the meeting, I put the girls on game. Offered my lawyer to her because she needed a lawyer for the deal that was presented to her. But I told her it could be a conflict of interest to use my lawyer, so she don't have to use hers if she didn't. If she didn't have to use her if she didn't want to. If I didn't say something first, her label would have made me look crazy. All respect would still be given to every party involved, because I want to see everyone prosper. So I won't ever speak publicly on this situation anymore, but I ain't bending over for nobody. And that is what Glorilla had to say, about the situation, and we don't have to play what she had to say. But I definitely want to say, when you have a new artist and you sign in or you work with a new artist that's unknown, you don't know if the artist popping. And if you get a hot record and the record pop, then you have labels that will knock on your door. So that's how things operate. I don't believe I disagree with him trying to use his lawyer and use it for Glorilla. No, you need your own lawyer outside of Hit Kid. You need your own lawyer outside of Hit Kid. So we definitely are going to see how this is going to happen and for her future. But when a major label comes out and work with you, things get a little sticky. That's a situation that Nicki Minaj have been in. Not Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion with 1501. She signed a label, then she did a distribution deal with another 500 Entertainment, I believe, and she signed with Rock Nation, and then that became an issue with Carl Crawford, and then they would start beefing. So anytime a major label take interest into an up-and-coming artist, it become issues for the people. So I'm a fan of Glorilla. I think that she's an amazing artist. I love the way she talked. I love her style. I love her performance at the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards is definitely great. So we're definitely going to keep y'all updated on all of this. And so hopefully they can get it together. And I wish Glorilla nothing but the success. And we hope that she get it together. All right. We hope so. Now, this situation with Nori and Kanye West, I definitely want to talk. Then we got Candace Owens, but we'll get into her later. Kanye West went on Drink Champs. Now, he went on Drink Champs and he decided to give anti-remarks towards the community. And he also was talking about George Floyd and said that George Floyd died because of fentanyl and not because of the offer put the knee on his neck. He literally went on a rant. So now it went viral, a lot of controversy to the point Nori couldn't even wash his ass. He had to go all the way. He called into the Breakfast Club early in the morning, right? Calling into the Breakfast Club because people would start dragging him. Like, why would you allow a man to have these anti remarks and you allowing this man to say all these rants and to lie on George Floyd? Why would you allow that? Why would you allow him to lie on George Floyd? And then George Floyd attorney said, we're going to sue. So it's been controversy. So Nori went on an apology tour talking about, I don't know, I own Drink Champs. We didn't want this to end up like Birdman situation, him walking out. No, Nori, tell the truth. You wanted the clicks and views. You wanted to go viral. You wanted to be in the media. That's why you invited Kanye West on your show. You invite people on your show to go viral. The more clicks and views, the more ratings you get, the more money you get. Okay. So I understand. Now, Kanye West do have bipolar and he could be manic, right? But go get help. But then he also can be ignorant by being around people like Candace Owens and listening to things that I feel that we should push back on, dissing what happened to George. Because George died because it also put his knee on his neck, not because of fentanyl. And I want to say that 100%. Now, he could be in a manic state. And if he is in a manic state, then a psychiatrist, then he need help. He need treatment and not interviews. So I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and Nori, he went on the Breakfast Club. Like I said, he didn't even wash his ass. He was up there explaining. Charlemagne said, don't put the interview out. And Nori was like, yeah, you did say that. Don't put the interview out. And Nori was like, well, we may have to edit. I don't rewatch a show. Listen, every show I have, I try to go back and watch it to see what's going on. And if it's some big controversy in it, then you need to edit it out. And then if it's a guest, like if I know I'm about to interview Kanye West, I know he's about to say some off the wall stuff. And that's why you as the host need to say, stop, you lying. Don't give the lie no breath. Don't give the lie no breather room. You need to call it out. And Nori, you didn't push back on that. You allow Kanye West to go on this rant, and then you say, well, I have friends a part of this certain community and they wasn't offended. No, that community was definitely offended. They was highly offended. They was highly offended of what Kanye West said, and that's why you got the pushback. So then he took down the video. He privated the video. The video wasn't not removed from YouTube. He privated it because if you go on there, you actually see the interview say private. So that means Nori and Revolt and all of them, they private Kanye West interview, but the damage is done because people have reposted the interview. It's already out there. Y'all should have never, Nori and Drink Champs and Revolt and Diddy, y'all should have never approved to have Kanye West to come on the Wiley Show. I'm sorry. To come on Drink Champs. Because you have to push back on his lies. That interview would have went totally different if you were to go to Roland Martin, because Roland Martin would not allow Kanye West to go on rants and just blatantly lie. He will call him out. So I'm just saying, and I don't feel bad because you invited Kanye West on your show. So I don't feel bad at all. You invite him on the show, and you know what he's about. Fox News, and then catch this, Nori, if you're listening. Kanye West went on Fox News, pre-recorded interview. I hope you're listening, Storm. Listen to me. He went on Fox News and he had a whole rant towards a certain community. And you know what Fox News did? You guessed it. They edited that portion out of the interview. He went on a whole rant towards a community and they edited it out. And they released the interview without that portion. So y'all, so you better be out here taking notes and actually listening. Okay? All right? Now, just because you have bipolar does not mean that you can put it all on bipolar. I can't say, well, girl, I'm bipolar. I never hardly make that statement because I'm on my meds and stuff, and I'm on my meds. If I'm just being an asshole, I can't blame that on bipolar. You have to take ownership and take your medicine. If you out here not taking your medicine, if you out here not going to your therapy, not going to your counseling, not doing what you're supposed to do to be healthy, you can't use bipolar as a crutch and because you just want to use it as a crutch. No, actually get the help. So that's why I make sure I get my medication. That's what I make sure I get. I go to my therapist, not therapist, but my psych doctor. I don't, you have to take ownership and you have to take personal responsibility. Then they say Kanye West said, take down the interview, but the backlash have already happened. Nori is the owner. Nori is in charge. Nori said he controlled his this platform. You should have never interviewed Kanye West in the first place. Interview Wiley. Interview Sean King, interview Roland Martin, interview Minister Farrakhan, interview Dr. Umar. And then when you interview Dr. Umar, let him talk about how much money, the millions that he stole from the Black community to build a school. I don't think Dr. Umar should get a platform because what that man did, he lied to the Black community saying he's going to get a school for boys and bought an abandoned, rundown building and didn't even produce it. And then the parents of the kids that actually invested in Dr. Umar's school, they're now in high school on their way to college, and he lied to these people. So Dr. Umar does not need the platform. Does he talk a good game? He talks a good game, but when you look at his work and look at the receipts and look at the fruit that he bared, he actually lied to the public, and the school is not even out. He got an empty building, and he feel like that's an accomplishment. No, you still don't have a school out. So I don't think Dr. Umar definitely need to be on drink chaps. What I definitely think that he should bring on the show, he needs to bring up and coming talent, YouTubers, influencers, and then also you can bring, you know what I'm saying, like I said, Sean Kayne and other names that I named. So I'm definitely not upset about this. I'm not shocked on Drink Champs because what they did, they allowed Kanye West to come on that show. They allowed Kanye West to spew out that hate, and they allow it on there, so they should definitely be blamed. Candace Owens is funded by powerful white conservative people that fund her ways when she speak anti-black. If Candace Owens was preaching about unity, preaching about black ownership, preaching about black businesses, preaching about Africa, about how we should go back to the motherland, she will not get the funding of the white backers that is backing her. The reason why they fund her so much is because she's a black woman and she's spewing out things that white folks really want to say to the black community, but they can't say it because they'll be canceled, but they will use a black woman to spew out these things. Now, is there some things that I agree with Candace Owens on? Yes. I believe that black fathers not being in the house is been bad for the black community, but it is some good fathers in the black community, but we need more good fathers in the black community. So I agree with her on that. And, I do. Now, but other stuff saying that about how she dragged George Floyd, I didn't agree with that at all. How she is definitely doing a documentary on Black Lives Matter and refusing to do a documentary on the Red Cross and refusing to get the other side, the people on boots on the ground, because Black Lives Matter, you got the Black Lives Matter, the big part of it, then you got the Black Lives Matter that's actually got boots on the ground. So it's like a different version. It's like different type version of Black Lives Matter. So, but if you got a documentary on Black Lives Matter, Candace, get a documentary on Red Cross on how they dupe the people in Puerto Rico and how they've been duping people for decades, and people have been donating to Red Cross and it's not really going to the victims. So I feel like you should call them out as well, and we will check out your Black Lives Matter documentary because I'm definitely there to see it. Now, so I feel you that way. So I some of her parts I agree with, but then she started tap dancing for these white folks, and that's this part that I'm pushing back on. Like, girl, you're doing a little bit too much with that. Okay, yes, they're called chapters, so you got a Black Lives Matter chapters that's actually doing great work. You don't see the NAACP being talked about where they're spending their funds, that they're just talking about Black Lives Matter, and there's some great chapters in Black Lives Matter, just like it's some good chapters of the NAACP that's doing amazing work. So we're not going to just trash Black Lives Matter and discourage people from donating, because we should also produce and put spotlight on the good chapters that's actually doing good work. That's what I'm talking about. So I see you trying to do a documentary on it. I understand that. I get it. But also put energy on other organizations that's not doing good with the money. All right. That's what I want to say about that. So overall, Kanye, get some help. Take your meds. Hashtag take your meds. Okay. Take your meds. Now, another person, Kayne Walker, the Superfly actor. Let me read it, you guys. Bear with me. Because Kayne Walker here, so shout out to the Wiley Show. We have been posting it, but we've actually posted this story before the blogs actually seen it on their blogs, and they got 58 likes. And so I just want to give a special shout out to myself, pat myself on the back, because we actually posted this story before the blogs, before the main blogs like Ball Alert, the Shade Room, all of that. We actually did it. So Superfly actor and rapper sentenced to 50 years to life in prison for multiple rapes. Los Angeles rapper was sentenced to at least a half a century behind bars Monday after he was convicted at trial of numerous rapes. Kayne Walker, 27, was convicted in April of 3 counts of forcible rape, 2 counts of statutory rape, and 2 counts of rape of intoxication, according to the Los Angeles County District Attorney Office. Walker was arrested in 2018 on charges and was released on bail, but he was held after sentencing, according to the City News Service. The rapper's victims, who were models, alleged that Walker reached out to them over social media, offering to help them professionally, police said. Walker, who lured his victims on locations by telling them that there was a music video shoot or that he was going to introduce them to someone famous, City News Service reported. When he was alone with the women, he sexually assaulted them, his victims told police. The rapper went by the stage name KR, released an EP in 2017, and played a gang member in 2018 movie Superfly. He also appeared in 2017 movie Kings, which starred Daniel Craig and Halle Berry. So and then also Kayne Walker came over to the Wiley Show. Back when this stuff was going on, I believe last year, he came on the Wiley Show and he would say, I'm fighting for you. And this, I said, you got all of these accusations. They ain't all lying on you. What about Bill Cosby? What about this? I said, I hear you. I know people that's been falsely accused, but you ain't one of them. And so you did this and I was this and blah, blah. He was going on the platform talking all this mess. And I said, no, you are guilty. And then he went on Milagro Grams. And he actually came twice. He went on Milagro Grams. Milagro Grams was saying the man was innocent. And, you know, Tasha K interviewed him, played a sex tape of an underage person on there. Then she had to delete the whole entire interview off her app. Then you had Milagro Grams playing videos on her Discord. She was singing praise to him. And I said, this man is guilty, guilty, guilty. Okay? So he was definitely on our show, and people need to put some respect on our show. And we sent that interview to every single mainstream Black blog. Not one of them reposted the interview. And we didn't take this interview for nobody. He actually called into the Wiley Show. We didn't take it. He tried to gaslight me and failed. We didn't take this interview for nobody. We didn't take it from Milagro Grams. We didn't take that interview from Storm. That man just hit the link and he actually called into the show. Not once, but twice. So the people that say we steal interviews, no, we don't steal interviews at all. We sent that to all the major blogs and they just seen it, paid its dust. And so we're not posting Wiley. You know how they do. We're not going to post them at all. So I said, okay, all right, it is what it is. Okay. So when people say we don't have no content, you're a liar. We have plenty good content over here. All right. And now I know how to edit clips. Oh, you're going to see the clips. And we will be re-airing that Kayne Walker interview. Okay. So I don't know if I'm blackballed or from the blogs, I don't know, or is it they just don't want to post Wiley? I just don't know. I can't come to that conclusion. I will be making a phone call with Caillou from the Neighborhood Talk to see why he didn't post it, because we actually got his number, and I'm going to ask him, do you want me to pay, or do you just repost stuff, for free? I'm definitely going to be making a phone call sometime this week to see why he didn't post that article for me. But we definitely had him on the show. We wasn't afraid of no lawsuit, because you got some YouTubers out here, all the thing you can say is lawsuit, and they scared. They so scared they can't even do no more content. They've been bamboozled and hoodwinked, because all you got to say to them is lawsuit. They get scared and shiver. How you want to get into this business and people can say lawsuit and you get scared? You might as well tap out of this industry and go on somewhere and pack up boxes and go and work at Walmart and pack up somebody's groceries, or go or work for DoorDash or Uber Eats. That make you scared, because a person, all they can say is lawsuit. That make you shiver in your boots and make you all scared and whimpering. This is the wrong energy to be in. You got to be tough to be in this industry. Because right then and there, I saw that. I said, you ain't worth a quart of milk. Don't make no sense. The only thing you can say is lawsuit, and you get scared. Just you have to refund money back to your audience, and I gotta refund it back to y'all because the man said lawsuit. Just get so scared. Sit on down. Get up out this business. This the wrong business to be in. I can't do it because he said lawsuit. Man, please, that's the only thing they got to do to shut you up and say that. Wow. In a way, I'll be that scared. Anyway, let's move on. So Kayne Walker, he won't be getting out. If he doing 50 and he in his 20s, he would be about almost 80 years old. But I think his state, hold on one second, because Gossip in the City, give me a second. I want to read what they wrote. And I like Gossip in the City. I love them. They post really good content over there. But I want to read what they said. Okay. Because she posted something in the comments. Okay, Gospel in the City said there's 50 years in state isn't the whole 50 years, although it should be. He probably do 20 to 25 years and get released with good behavior, especially if he's in California. The prisons are overcrowded. His life is still done and over. Yeah, even with that, with 20 to 25 years, he would be close to 60 when he get out, if that's the case. So we definitely are going to keep you all updated about this story, and shout out to the victims that they got justice. And I don't feel sorry, because if you take advantage of a woman, that's wrong to do. That's wrong, because you don't have to take it, Kayne Walker. You attractive. Women throw themselves at you. For you to take it, you have to be a sick individual. And I do also believe that Kayne Walker should get mental health treatment, because it got to be something wrong with you mentally to want to take something from a woman, especially when you already an attractive guy, when people will throw themselves at you. So I hope that he's getting some mental health treatment. And I'm hopefully that he's speaking to some psychiatrist, because there's something wrong with you mentally that you think that you can just take something from a woman. No, you can't do that. Even for brothers, let me say this: you can't take nothing from a brother. If a brother don't want to do nothing with you, you can't take nothing. You shouldn't take nothing from them. That's wrong to do. Absolutely, because you preyed on those women. And this is the thing why me and Kayne Walker didn't see eye to eye, because you preyed on those women for them to get in Hollywood, to become stars, to become models, to become famous, and you use that to lure them in. And you're wrong for that, because you don't have to do that. No actually means no. And so that definitely that way. And then Kayne Walker, you came to my show, and you was like, my mother touched me, my mother did that. And if that was the case, that still does not excuse you to become a predator. Just because your mother did that to you, just because she violated you, that does not give you the right to violate others. Get help for your trauma. Get some therapy for your trauma. Because just because mama touched you does not mean that you can go around touching others. Get help for your trauma. It's plenty help out there. That's what I'm saying. So you got all them years that you're going to be doing in prison. Sorry for you. You could have had a successful career as an actor, because you did really well in Superfly, but I guess you actually was a gangster and try to, do it in real life. All right. We've been on here for an hour. Let's get to our main event topic here. We're definitely talking about Jason Lee and Armon Wiggins. And I have the receipts here. And let me tell you, man, this Jason Lee and Armon Wiggins, my phone has been ringing off the hook. People, even Malago Graham said, I know Wiley's excited about this. He had been calling for days. I'm like, all this stuff been going on. So let me start here and post and show you this tweet. Okay. Let me let y'all see this tweet. So this is the tweet that Armon Wiggins wrote. He said, I'm done. I've sat back for months and let you think you can manipulate, control, punk, and gatekeep me. I'm not the one. I don't give a F about your Hollywood connections or friends. You've been subbing and dissing me. So here is your at, baby. Do we have a problem, Jason Lee? So you know that he wrote that, yesterday. So I have the receipts. Gonna bring that down. That was yesterday. So this is what Armon Wiggins wrote today. He wrote this: Jason Lee is a hater. Simple as that. There is no reason for him to dislike or shade me. I have done absolutely nothing to him but support. The problem is he wants to be the only one. As much as he's pretending to be for the culture, he's for himself. Ouch. Armon was throwing shots there. So that was that. Okay. Then I was able to take this screenshot from his page. From Armon Wiggins' page, he said this. I want to read it so y'all, if you can't see it. Armon Wiggins posted this on Instagram, quote, jealousy and envy is a hell of a drug. Mind you, I guess he meant to say, I have no idea where all this is coming from. Jason Lee had a whole lot to say about me, and I paid it. I usually don't stay quiet as long when a person tries to play in my face, but you got the right one, baby. Response coming soon. So I'm going to pause right there. So one of my producers said, Wiley, you need to check out Armon Wiggins, station head. So on his station head, he called Jason Lee fat. He said he will be responding to Jason Lee tomorrow at 7 p.m. Now keep that in mind, 7 p.m. PST or Pacific time, California time. He's going to be going live. So then Jason Lee wrote these tweets. This is what Jason Lee wrote. I will continue to tweet and do my shows, do my job, and will always post random thoughts, comments, memes, and posts. Please don't ever let that make you believe I'm talking about you. If I don't apply, let it fly. But if you a roach, then you'll catch it. LOL. Social media has made people monsters, and this is not a sub to anybody. This is for everybody. I don't sub people. If I ever had anything to say to anybody, I have said it. I do shake the cereal box from time to time to see what roaches fall out. LOL. So now, okay, I told y'all to remember. I want y'all to remember the 7 p.m. PST time, Pacific time. Now, what's going on tomorrow at 7 p.m.? Okay, you got Jason Lee. He's doing gagging at 7 p.m. And breaking news, Armon Wiggins is doing his live tomorrow at 7 p.m. So it's going to be a battle on who's going to have the most views, who's going to be more entertaining. And my money is Armon Wiggins. Because number one, Armon Wiggins' quality is better. Number two, Armon Wiggins already beat Jason to the punch. Number three, we're going to see it because Armon Wiggins said something in that station head show. He said that it's been months of drama going on with him and Jason Lee. Do we have this picture I want to show? Do we have it? Give me a second, you guys. Because he said it's been months. I wanted to post the picture with him and Kanye. I wanted to post a picture or Armon Wiggins with Kanye. I have it right here. Thank you. Okay. So he said it is some tea behind the picture with him and Kanye West. And you remember this picture that you see on the screen was actually because of an event that Jason Lee had. That's what it was. It was an event that Jason Lee had with Black media. This is when Kanye West wanted to be black. So he had a black event. He invited, Armon Wiggins to the event. And Armon Wiggins took a picture with, Kanye West. It was reported by Armon that stated that Jason said no pictures with anybody. And Armon Wiggins already got a picture with Jason Lee. So then if you all can go back here, if your memory serves you right, we actually did a live a couple of months ago saying that it was some drama between Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee because Dr. Larry Reed reached out to Tasha and said it's an issue between Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee. And Tasha K sent me the text message of Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee having some issues because Jason wanted Armon to do the show for free. And Armon said he's not doing it for free. And we read the text messages on the air. Okay? We read the text message on the air and it went viral. Tasha K was like, I didn't mean for you to say it. And she said it all late because I said I got it from Tasha. And she was like, I didn't want you to say my name. I was like, well, it's too late now because you ain't saying fast enough. So I went on, I just jumped the gun. I learned from that. So now I know not to say people's name, but I was excited. I just rushed with the story. So that's exactly what went on with Jason and Armon. And I'm really okay. Okay, that's okay. It was another DM. Okay, I got it right here. I don't want to move too fast. I want to make sure I let you all see all this. Okay, here we go. Then Armand said, this is why I never I'm gonna read again. Jason posted this. I will continue to tweet, do my shows, do my job, and will always post random thoughts, comment, memes, and posts. And please don't ever let that makes you believe I'm talking about you. If I and meant to say, if it don't apply, let it fly. But if you're a roach, then you'll catch LOL. Armand said this. This is why I never was going to respond in the first place, because knew he would try and act like he wasn't talking about me. But see, when you're making phone calls about me behind the scenes, I know you were talking about me, Humpty. Now, the phone calls have to be about Cardi B because I'm just giving my thoughts. I'm giving my thoughts because both Armon Wiggins and Jason Lee is cool with Cardi B. And maybe he made a phone call with Tiffany Haddish, and there's the other lady, she bald-headed. What's her name? The chick that's bald-headed. She used to date, I think she used to date Kanye West. Amber Rose. And also he's followed by Amber Rose. So I don't know if Jason Lee have been calling people behind the scenes, trying to stop Armon's wicked bag and all of that. And they both stay in LA. So we're going to definitely see about this tomorrow. And we will have a special broadcast. Okay, hold on one second. Let me make a phone call real quick. We will have a special broadcast. Share this live. Somebody hit the like button because we're going to open up the StreamYard and let the guests, let y'all call in. Share the live, share the live, share the live. It was obvious Jason was talking about Armon. Hey, I need you to make me a flyer for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to need it until like the morning so I can post it, but I just need a flyer. But I'm going to give you the details. I'm going to inbox you the details. All right, bye-bye. Okay, so I just had an idea. So it's so good when you paying folks, they answer. Okay. Because we're doing a special broadcast tomorrow. Well, actually today, because it's already today. It's already Wednesday. Hello. It's already Wednesday. So tonight we're doing a special broadcast where we're gonna break down what Armon is talking about. Because I don't think Jason's gonna respond to Armon Wiggins. I don't think so. And if you do, I will get the information. We'll talk about it. So we're definitely doing a special broadcast tomorrow about it on Tuesday, where we talk about this with Armon and also Jason Lee. So we're definitely going to talk about them both, and hopefully come out. I know Armon's going to put on a good show. He does really, really good with the receipts, and it's something that happened months ago before this issue that he saw that Jason Lee was moving funny. So I don't know about it. Me and Armon because doesn't talk privately, so I can't give y'all the tea because we haven't talked about it. So we're definitely going to see what really happened. I gave you my assumptions and about this, and we definitely going to see what's going to happen. I know Tasha K somewhere is feeling vindicated because she said, they say I fall out with people. Now look at you, Armon, because you fall out with people. Also, to get y'all mugs, I put some coffee in here. I had to perk up my energy. So we're going to open up the StreamYard, and this is the time where we're going to allow you, the viewer, to call in and say what you got to say. So let's drop this. Let's drop the link. Okay. All right. Drop the link and just hit the link. Say what you got to say. You don't have to show yourself on camera. We talk for an hour. Now is your time to do it. I'm going to live stream my show. Yeah. So we're definitely going to talk about it. Okay. I'm definitely going to talk about it on social media. Okay. Yeah. So he has a mug. I've been had these mugs out before. Storm. Don't try to lies. Don't try to lies. Here you go. All right. Do y'all want to call in? Let me see if the call-in number will work. Give me a second. Because sometimes y'all be scared if we don't get nobody that want to say nothing, we could just go. Because okay, y'all backstage. I'm about to say, okay, so we're allowed you on because I think this is the main topic people gonna talk about. All right, the topic is Armon Wiggins and Jay Silly. Go ahead, Zayda, you live.
Hey, Wiley, this is Zaydon. Listen, this has been a great show. You did a great job. This is an incredible episode. I don't have a lot to say about the whole Jason Lee Armon Wiggins. I think that everyone knows my feelings and thoughts on Jason Lee. I do agree with Armon Wiggins when he says that Jason Lee is a hater and that he acts like he's for the culture. He acts like he's for the people, but in regards, he truly isn't. Here you have it. Jason Lee says, "Oh, if it's not an act, it don't belong to me." On his show a couple weeks back, and now here Armon Wiggins put an ad on it, and Jason Lee acting like, "Oh, I don't know what she's talking about. If it don't apply, let it fly. And if it's a roach or something like that," and it's like, come on, Jason Lee, say what it is. I don't know the fallout between Jason Lee and Armon Wiggins. I do have an insider there at Hollywood Unlocked, and they're basically saying that they felt like Armon Wiggins was subbing Jason Lee a whole lot and calling him a blogger on all these things. And here you have it. Jason Lee is going to have his show tomorrow, and then Armon's going to have his show tomorrow. So I don't know. It's going to be battle of the shows. Honestly, I do watch Gagging because I used to be on that show. But I think tomorrow, if Armon Wiggins is going to address Jason Lee, I'm going to be watching Armon Wiggins. Now,
wait,
remember back.
Let me say this. He did say, I want to make sure I correct. He did say that he got some stuff that's going to knock your socks off. That he said he will be addressing it. And he made it perfectly clear that he will be live at 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's the same time slot that Jason Lee is on. So it will be who's going to take over tonight. My question to you is, who's going to dominate in the ratings tonight?
Tomorrow tonight's probably going to be Armon Wiggins, just because people have been letting Armon Wiggins know about Jason Lee. He hasn't said a whole lot, and the fact is, I usually watch Gagging, so tomorrow I'm going to be watching Armon Wiggins. I want to see why he's upset with Jason Lee, what happened, and what's going on. Now, while you remember a couple months, weeks back or whatever, a couple months back, you had Chelsea Alana on your show, ex-employee to Jason Lee, new employee to Tasha K, and she made a statement about Jason Lee. She said, "You are 50-something-year-old man with an AAR card P in your back pocket." And so, it's just fortunately Jason is approaching his 60 years old, and he wants to be a bully and bully everyone in the industry. He tried to bully me. He tried to bully Armon Wiggins, Tyson Blackburn, anybody in black media that he doesn't like, or content creators, even the Wiley Show. Anybody that he feels like he has competition with, he wants to bully them and act like, "Oh, I didn't throw the rock. I'm not hiding my hands." And so it is what it is.
I would tell you back in the day, Jason, he responded to us. I don't know if y'all remember, but Jason back in the day his team used to do edit videos. I remember I bought his book and me and him kind of fell out, and we were talking about him. And so they did a video edited. It's still out there. I don't know if y'all can pull it. If y'all have that video, send it to me. And they was pretending like I didn't know how to read his book. It was so funny. So hopefully that Jason will go back to that person to respond to Armon, because Jason have responded to other bloggers. He responded to me. He posted on the Hollywood Unlocked YouTube page. He actually responded to Tasha K. He posted that on his YouTube page as well, and that was kind of funny and entertaining. So let's see if he's actually going to go direct and respond to Armon.
We hope so, and we're looking forward to the show tomorrow. But thank you for having me on your show, Wiley.
Thank you. So thank you so very much. So okay, give me a second. So I really want y'all to call in and say what y'all got to say. I know tomorrow's going to be booked with the people calling in. So Armon Wiggins said this: Jason Lee is a hater. Simple as that. There is no reason for him to dislike or shade me. I've done absolutely nothing to him but support. The problem is he wants to be the only one. As much as he pretends to be for the culture, he's for himself. As much as he pretends to be for the culture, he's for himself. So I definitely want to say this, and I say this humbly: Armon is not lying. He's telling the truth. I've been trying to tell Armon about this, but didn't want to listen. Wiley is jealous. Wiley is bitter. But I know I smell something that ain't right, and I knew it. And now we are here today. All right. Here you go. You're live.
Hello.
Tommy, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Listen, I want to get into the the Grammy situation with Nicki Minaj. I feel that the article was very messy. Like saying that Nicki was pulling a stunt instead of addressing the actual issue is a problem for me. They definitely were gaslighting her, and it's unnecessary because they just got backlash from being exposed by The Weeknd and Ariana Grande. The Weeknd hurt them so bad that the Grammys had to get a new president for the Recording Academy. So they don't need to be doing unnecessary mess. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, Armon versus Jason Lee, it's gonna be a slaughter, and it's gonna be a slaughter. And let me tell you why. It was told a while ago that Cardi B was talking to the blogs behind the scenes about Nicki and other people, and if a celebrity is gonna talk to the bloggers are sure gonna record it. Point blank. Period. Now, according to Armon's viewers, Armon has been leaning towards Nicki, or at the very least, becoming neutral with Nicki. And now we know that Jason is pressed and jealous with Armon because of the post that Nicki has Armon posted on Instagram or Twitter, whatever. And we know that the timing says it all. He was pressed because Armon was getting all that traction and Jason Lee was all getting bitter about it. Now, how I think this beef is gonna play out. I think that when Armon starts to lean more into Nicki, Jason is gonna expose the conversations that he's had with Armon about Nicki. And I wouldn't be surprised if he had those conversations with Armon about with Cardi too, because it has been told that Cardi has talked with Armon about Nicki behind the scenes. Now, the reason why I believe those conversations that Jason has those conversations is because I believe that Jason introduced Cardi to Armon. I think that's how that whole relationship started. And I want to be.
Armon already had a relationship with Cardi before he met Jason. They already was good before Jason came into the picture. Cardi been following Armon for a minute now, and about that. So, and then I won't necessarily believe that Cardi talks about Nicki so bad with Armon, because I don't think she would be that foolish to do that with a blogger. And I don't think that Jason even is privy to that unless he's got some recording. We shall see. But yeah, Cardi B have been following Armon Wiggins before he even met Jason. And I think what the beauty of Armon being posted on Nicki and Cardi is because Armon is objective with his reporting. He even criticized Cardi when things are not right. He even said he even criticized her looks. He also was critical of Nicki, but he also sing Nicki praises. So I think people want Armon Wiggins to be a stand page, and he's not a stand page. He always pushes back and said, I am independent. I'm an independent thinker. So when people say you have turned into a stand page, or when he's critical of Cardi, they say, unfollow him, Cardi, unfollow him. He's not for you. Because they get mad because he's not kissing Cardi B butt, and Nicki Minaj, he's not kissing Nicki Minaj butt. And the reason why he have been reposted by both Cardi and Nicki and not Black Sea Blog is because he's not an ass-kissing blog. He's very objective. He gives his opinion. Some days he thinks Nicki is great. Some days he's critical of Nicki. He does the same thing with Cardi. And these are facts. And that's why I feel that Cardi and Nicki both respect him, because they can see that in him, that he's not an ass-kissing blog like Black Sea Blog. Black Sea Blog is all about positive Cardi B content. I never have seen it other than her calling to Armon's show years ago, criticizing Nicki Minaj. She always right now is Nicki is the best. Nicki. Ain't nothing wrong with Nicki, because she know if I'm critical of Nicki, the barbs are going to turn against me. But Armon is different. He have a well-balanced platform, and his content is just not about Cardi and Nicki.
But I wouldn't say that he's totally unbiased, because I believe prior to this whole thing that he was more on Cardi's side. Because I don't understand why all people are saying now that if he has been neutral, why are the viewers barely noticing it now? So I think that that's the problem. That's the problem to me, because they all you said it yourself. All these people talk behind the scenes. They all talk about the mess and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jason has those type of receipts. of, because I know Jason is he's trifling. I wouldn't be surprised if he's been recording Armon without his knowledge. He's just messy like that. I remember when he said something about the I can't speak on that, but it had to do something with the disease, and he leaked that phone call. So I'll just leave it at that. But it's not surprising. It wouldn't be surprising to me if he has that type of information.
Okay. And so if I don't think so, because if that was the case, Jason would drop it, just like he dropped the conversation with Wendy Williams. And let's just say what if Armon doesn't have, what if he have a recording of him and Jason Lee conversation? So we will see that. My last question to you, and I'm gonna do my closing remarks. Who are you going to be watching tonight, Jason or Armon? Who's going to have your most attention?
I think that Armon is going to have the most attention. I'm not going to watch Armon because I don't watch Armon, but I think that he is going to have the most attention because he's more entertaining than Jason, and he's going to get into it, and he's going to drag Jason for filth because that's what he's good at.
Thank you so
much.
And
that's like I say, well, thank you.
Thank you so very much for calling in and definitely giving your opinion and stuff. We thank you so very much. And so we are definitely going to give a review on this. I'm definitely going to do it. I'm not going to say I'm going to remain objective and neutral, but kind of hard when I'm seeing Armon on this because I think he's not lying. And when I seen this tweet, I'm like, the man is not lying. And I've been saying this about Jason. And so now Jason Lee, he was posting saying, tell Aaron I want him on. I want to come on the show. Then you seen Jason Lee. He's trying to buy support from supporters. He was on Sherelle's World. He actually super chatted $500 to Sherelle's World. Then I posted, since you're dropping coins, are you going to respond to Armon Wiggins? And then the moderator deleted it, and then I posted again, and then I got it deleted. So they was deleting my comment because I kept posting. I said, are you going to respond to Armon Wiggins because he's been coming for you? Though you send the super chat, are you going to respond? So we definitely going to keep y'all updated about this situation because tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time, that is actually 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. on the East Coast. So if you're on the East Coast, that's 10 p.m. If you Central, 9 p.m. And if you're on the West Coast, that is 7 p.m. So both lives are mine, and actually Jason will be responding. Jason have already dropped a flyer. So we're going to see, he have already dropped his gagging with Jason Lee flyer. It dropped today or yesterday. And Armon Wiggins he told his audience on Station Head that he will be responding to Jason Lee. So we definitely going to see about that. So make sure y'all thumbs up this video. Thumbs up the video, man. Thumbs up the video. And so let me open up the phone because since we did a stream, let me see if the phone line is going to work because we may do the phone lines tonight because some of y'all be scared to hit the link because y'all be looking bad. Or y'all think somebody going to see y'all face. So let me just see if the phone lines will work. So bear with me. Shout out to Armon Wiggins. We team Armon on this. And somebody sent me a beautiful letter like, Wiley, thank you for telling the truth. Even though you could be shady sometimes, but you are telling the truth right then and there. I was like, yeah, there we go. I have to. And so she definitely sent, somebody was sending definitely that way. Okay. So let me see. Moderators, post the number. Let me know if y'all can hear that. If y'all can hear Blog Talk Radio, let me know if y'all can hear that message. Because it's going to say a message, and let me know if y'all can hear it. Because if y'all can hear it, then...
Your show now.
Your show is scheduled to start in 32 seconds.
Let me know if y'all can hear that. Okay? Now, let's see if the phone lines will work. Let me post it on the screen here. Let me know if the phone lines will work. Okay. Oh, y'all can hear it? Okay, the phone lines definitely work. Can somebody call
Your
me?
show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Okay. They said a phone. Okay, so we'll do the phone lines for tonight as well. Anybody want to say something? Okay, this is the time. So we definitely do the phone lines tonight. Because we was having issues, but now it's working. Anonymous, you live on air.
Baby, when I tell you I am ready and I cannot wait for this drama, but we knew that this was going to happen because both Jason Lee and Armon Wiggins they was doing it to spite Tasha K and to spite the haters that they think they had. But let me tell you something. I do believe and I foresee that Jason has something on Armon. I really do, because you know the Jason Lee is from Beagle. You know Beagle, they fierce, they shady, they dark. But I want to know, what do Armon have on Jason Lee? You read, he said he has stuff too, right?
Yeah, so we definitely going to see, and let's be clear, Armon definitely came on and hosted Gagging twice. I think he hosted Gagging twice, if I'm not mistaken.
And that was the high rated show because of Armon Wiggins.
Absolutely.
It's no shade. It was.
Absolutely. So
I don't watch Gagging, but I tune in because Armon was on there. No shade.
Absolutely. And every time that Armon did an appearance on there, it was very entertaining, especially when Jason had Armon on there. Everybody was like waiting on Armon. It was like Jason is kind of dry and Armon is like lively. And let's be clear, Armon is a show within himself. And so we definitely going to see about that. I do believe, and I said it last night, I do believe that Armon's confidence showed the true insecurities inside of Jason Lee, because Armon confidence, he's very confident. And that threatened Jason Lee, and you see the insecurities. And so now Jason is trying to play like Nikki. I wasn't talking about you. I didn't at you. I wouldn't. No, Jason Lee. We know who you was talking about.
But Armon did say that Jason Lee was going to say that. He did say that. Because I've seen Armon Wiggins live when he said, you know. But I do want to say this. Let's play devil advocate for a second. If I invite you somewhere and I says no photos should be taken, and then he ended up taking a photo, we don't know if Kanye West said anything to Jason Lee about the situation. We don't know. So I am so anxious, and I cannot wait for them to go live, both of them. And I want to know what's going on. I'm here for it. Y'all get y'all clicks and views. While you said you're going to stream it, I will definitely be here tuning in.
Absolutely. We definitely will be listening. Thank you so very much for calling in, Icon. So we are definitely with that. Thank you.
Right.
All righty. So we have a lot of topics that we talked about. So now let's go to the 8544. Calling you on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
So I want to talk about Jason Lee and Kanye. Jason Lee has so much mouth. Have we heard yet? Has he ever gone back and sued Karen Civil for what she did to his website? Do you know?
Absolutely, he did not.
Wiley, that's what you need to tweet him. Because remember, he had all that mouth saying, "Oh, Karen, I'm gonna come for you. You got my website taken down. You took money out of my pocket." All Jason does is talk, and there's nothing behind it. So I'm behind Armon, and while I think you did such a good job on tonight's show, I appreciate you being fair and being on Armon's side, and also what you were saying about Kanye. So the other thing I want to talk about, I don't know if you've seen Wiley, because maybe your show started, but Kanye just did like a 20-minute interview with Chris Como.
Uh-huh.
So you have to check that out when you get a chance. And Chris Como, I believe it started right before your show started, because I came in late.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Como is the only platform since this whole rant has started with Kanye that's actually debated with Kanye and corrected him on his misinformation. I know a lot of us Black people.
Because he's a real journalist. Because the reason why, because he's a real journalist.
Exactly.
He done his homework.
Exactly.
Drink Champs is not a journalistic. They don't have a journalistic standard. They're all about kikiing, rumors, comedy. But Chris Cuomo is actually a journalist. So we definitely going to dive into the interview. But go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's a 20-minute, and Kanye ends up hanging up on him, and then you'll see Chris Cuomo does. It's on News Nation.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, I noticed that whenever Kanye gets on a platform that is white, you will notice that his cadence, his voice changes. Kanye wants white approval. He's similar to Jason Lee, which is why they don't get along anymore. He wants white approval. He doesn't care about us because he knows he could talk about us, say whatever he wants to say about slavery and George Floyd, and he could come back the next week and say, oh, and we'll say, oh, Kanye, his mom, and the mental, and the this and the that. But you will see now in the next coming weeks, mark my words, and months, he is now going to placate to white people, Jewish people, or Jewish people are white too. He's going to placate to them. He cares nothing about us. So I wish that as Black people, some of the things that he said about the industry, it's not new. We all know, we've all heard this stuff for years. Look at the movie Cadillac Records, and we saw how the manager did Etta James and all that. Nothing what Kanye's saying is really that surprising. So I wish Black people would stop saying how deep he is, because he's not. And it's nothing if you are a billionaire and you're just talking and ranting, but you ain't doing nothing about it for your community. So I wish that as a people, we could just pray for Kanye and put him on a timeout. I'm not saying cancel him, but put him on a timeout. Because right now, Jewish people are about to show him the power they have. See, we can't do that. We'll be doormats, and we'll just take him back and let him keep walking on us. They've taken, you heard about the Chase issue. Chase has told him, hey, billionaire, move your money out of our bank. They're showing him. So I just wish that as a people, we can stop hurting each other and check each other when one of us hurt one another. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you so very much for calling in. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Okay. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, what's up, Ryan?
Hey, doing good.
What's up? This Tree from the house of
I need you to mute.
Chicago.
I need you to. Is you going to talk about the subject? I need you to mute your television. You got something playing in the back.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Well, anyway, first let's talk about who we talking about? Oh, Armon is gonna wipe the floor with Jason Lee. You know why? Armon got wit. Armon can come straight back like pow 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 pow. Jason Lee is all fake, phony. He's got an evil spirit like Tasha K. You can see it all in him. He didn't have $1 billion and he's still angry and bitter. And he's mad because Armon is tearing him up in every show. And they weren't going to get along because Jason Lee, like you have always said months ago, was always jealous, and an envious person. Anyway, let's get back to Kanye West. Well, at this time, at this point, it's been like 3 weeks, Kanye needs to take his medication. We all know that. And anybody who's still wearing Kanye stuff is just crazy anyway, especially if you're Black. Like the young lady said, yes, he's manic and he's bipolar, but that's some of the real things he feels. That's like when a person who got schizophrenic disorders and stuff, some of that stuff is what they've been through. They probably hyperventilated some or multiplied times 10, but that's some of the stuff they feel. And look how he looked. You know something going on. He looked like an old dirty man, unshaved, looking like he didn't wash his face, nasty looking clothes. He looked awful. Okay, now who was the next person? Jason. Oh, Nicki Minaj. Poor Nicki. Oh, poor Nicki. Nicki, karma is a what? You know how you talked about Lil' Kim 10 years ago? But it didn't even take you over 10 years to get talked about. At least Lil' Kim was on top for 15 years. Karma is the best karma in the world. That's why everybody who listens to this, watch what you say about people because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or the next day. Nicki destroyed Lil' Kim with all that stuff. And she's another evil person. Her, Jason Lee, Tasha K, they all evil in their spirit. You can have $1 or $1 billion, but they are bitter people. You can see it through the television screen. In a mind, he just think he's a stuff. I don't think he has a bitter, jealous spirit. I just think he know it all and all that. I don't see bitterness from him. I think he can be a little bit too much. But bitter is those top 3 on YouTube. It's number 1 is Jason Lee, number 2 is Tasha K, and number 3 is Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. They all bitter people. Look, they have no friends. They be on YouTube 24/7, and they always into it with somebody. That's the T. Guys from Chicago, and Kanye can't come back to Chicago to the projects, baby.
Right. Thank you so very much for calling in. The number is 646-716-8447. Okay, we got some callers in here. That's good. 3352, caller, you on the air.
Hi, let's get to this Kanye thing. I'm done with Stewart's music. What he said to George Floyd was so wrong, and he needs to get canceled. If they gonna cancel the baby, they need to cancel him. But for Nicki, I kind of feel bad. Even though what she did was wrong, but I do feel bad. I think she should not get Karma into saying Tasha K is evil, Armon, Wiggins is evil. They're not evil. They're not. I've been on YouTube for 4 years. They're not evil.
All right. Well, thank you so very much for calling in. That was it?
Have a good night.
All right.
Have a good night, man.
All right. Thank you. Okay. 9467.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi. Yeah, so I just want to talk about the whole Kanye thing. Like, listen, with Kanye, this is very on brand for him. No, I don't think he's crazy. No, I don't think he needs his medication. I think he's in his right mind. This is what he does. I'm really shocked that people are just now realizing what he's been doing this entire time. Me personally, I don't see any problem with him saying White Lives Matter because that's his prerogative. The Black community does not own Kanye West. He can do whatever he wants to do. If he wants to go and have biracial children and frolic in the meadows and, complain about white supremacy while participating in white supremacy, that's on him. There's a lot of people in Hollywood who are confused. There's a lot of people in Hollywood who, play the puppet and play both sides, to try to get a bag for their own benefit. So this is what we see regularly from celebrities. So it's really not abnormal. I just think it's the way Kanye West is going about it in his antics. But honestly, I haven't paid attention to Kanye, and I'm from Chicago, so I haven't paid attention to Kanye West in I don't know how long. And I've been stopped listening to his music. I've been seeing The Beast before, he reared his head. So at this point, I'm just like, oh, okay, there you go. It's not a thing to me. It's predictable at this point, and I just have nothing for him. As far as Nicki Minaj, girl, I'm so sick of her manipulating the public. She comes out and she says, "Oh my God, they put my song in the pop category." But girl, you fail to mention that you also have other songs that are in the rap category. You're not completely out of the running as far as that. And you're worried about this flop ass, I'm sorry, no, we can't curse. This flop single, Super Freaky Girl, that nobody cares about. It's one of the worst songs that you've ever came out with, in my opinion.
Well, you might not like the record, but the record didn't flop. It was number one and still breaking records. It just broke Anaconda record. That was one of Nicki's top records, so it's definitely doing good numbers. So the song did not flop. It's still actually in the top 10 on the Billboard charts.
Okay, we can argue Payo look like she does with Cardi, but anyways, okay, I'll give her her flowers. It was still number one. Okay, granted, but at the same time, when is she going to realize that you can't keep going back and forth with people, having arguments? Cussing out people at the Grammys. You're basically, she calls it a 9-to-5 job, right? So can you go to your boss at Burger King or McDonald's and cuss out your manager and expect a promotion?
No, you can't cuss out your boss, but you can, you know what I'm saying? You feel some mistreatment, you can't stand up for yourself and you may get fired. I've been in jobs where I stood up for myself and definitely that way. And then they'll try to label you difficult, they'll try to let you go. But I see what Nicki Minaj is trying to do. Hopefully she will answer my emails and come on the Wiley Show to talk about the discrimination, because discrimination does exist. And hopefully she comes on the Wiley Show, have a sit down.
Girl,
we definitely will take a flight to LA, and we would definitely love to have a sit down interview with Nicki Minaj so she can talk about, you know, the discrimination that goes on in the Grammys, because it is discrimination.
Child, that's if she can leave the house, you know, that husband of hers. But anyways, you know, I don't know, Nicki. You know, she just, I don't know, girl. Good luck. Me personally, I don't see it for her. She's not going to win anyway, so I don't really know why she's pressed about this song. Like I said, you cussed out everybody from here to there. And you're expecting somebody to still give you a Grammy. Girl, give it up. Give it up. It's too late. It's tired at this point. You keep whining and crying about nothing. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So, yeah, that's all I got to say.
Thank you so very much for calling in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay, thank y'all so very much for calling in, giving y'all thoughts. And we want to say special shout out to the producers, to the executive producers. We will be talking with our executive producers, which we call the members and the people on Patreon, executive producers. So we definitely will be going to do a live this Thursday, members only live. Also today, because we do have a Wiley book club. And so today I was able to get a copy of White Fear, how the browning of America is making white folks lose their minds. So I went and got a copy today. And I have it on Audible book, but I wanted a hard copy. So when I meet Roland Martin, I want him to sign my book. And so a lot of people have been going to the store requesting this book, and that's good to hear. So hopefully Barnes and Noble, you know, get more copies and stuff like that. Definitely going to read it, and definitely that way. And it was only 20 some dollars. It was only like $20. We can go and get it. So this is the book in our book club. Make sure you go get a copy, because I got my copy, and we definitely talk about the book in our members only. So if you're not a member, make sure you join today. It's in the description box, or you can click on the join button. You can join us today while we dive into this book called White Fear, how the browning of America is making white folks lose their mind, written by Roland Martin. So Roland S. Martin. So hopefully you definitely tune in for that. Okay, shout out to y'all. We will be going live tonight, where we will cover Armon Wiggins' official response to Jason Lee. We also will be covering, you know, what Jason Lee is saying. So hopefully both of them get into it and stuff like that. And also too, we did see Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp, you know, debate. Stacey Abrams did a good job. So make sure y'all register vote, and early voting have already started for the midterms in some places. So make sure you check with your local listing, and make sure you go out there, register, and make sure you actually go out there and vote. Thank y'all so very much. Thumbs up the video. This is really good, you guys, and subscribe. We go live mostly every day. Make sure y'all go subscribe and stuff like that, and get to y'all subscribe, because it's definitely needed when you subscribe to the Wiley Show, because we would love for you all to subscribe. You know, really, really good. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Wiley Show. We would love that. Subscribe. Yes. It's nothing wrong with it. Subscribe. Okay? And then we also have a PayPal. You can donate to our Cash App. You can donate to our PayPal. Let me drop that down in the chat. Give me a second. Cash App. There we go. Drop that down in the chat, because we definitely have a PayPal. So there we go. So y'all can definitely contribute if you want to. Hey, can you dance till tomorrow too? Yeah, we can dance on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. I do a little dance. I don't know if it's gonna be on beat, but we'll do a little dance on TikTok. We don't mind and stuff like that. I'm trying to learn how to put the green screen, like the picture behind on TikTok. So I'm trying to learn how to do that. So yeah, I'm trying to learn how to do all that. We got another caller, 4842. You live on the air. Also, Chicago number. Hello.
Yeah, the last caller, tell her to kick rocks with that because she need to go sit on the potty somewhere with that BS that she said about Nicki Minaj. And I'm being honest.
That was it?
And she,
No, I was saying that was it. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no. And I also want to say, it is discrimination. And she talking about you would get fired if you try to cuss out your boss. No, if you live in Chicago, baby, if you work a 9-to-5 job like how I do, you would know you got legal ways to fight the issue. She's like one of them porch monkeys, and she really needs to sit down and be quiet with that because you could go to your union if you have a union, and you can file a legal lawsuit for discrimination, like you explained to her. And, just because you don't like Nicki Minaj, that don't mean everybody else does not like her. And, that's just like with that other girl, what's her name? What's that thing's name? Cardi B. Yeah, I mean, like, nobody says a word, but, I don't like how people just take a narrative and run with it because I've heard what Nicki Minaj said, and she was right. It is discrimination, but Nicki Minaj got to realize that she is the new Diana Ross. That's what it is. Diana Ross is an amazing actress, singer. She never won a Grammy, and it is what it is. That's it. That's all I got to say, Mr. Wiley. You go ahead and take care now.
Thank you so very much for calling in. You brought up a good point. Diana Ross never won a Grammy. Did Snoop Dogg ever won a Grammy? I don't know, but that is definitely a good point to be said. Thank y'all so very much. Make sure y'all tune into the Wiley Show and make sure y'all subscribe. We will see y'all next episode. Leave some comments. Leave some comments. We're gonna do the after show on Station Head. So make sure y'all go on over there, follow us on Station Head. Just type in there, The Wiley Show, The Wiley Show, The Wiley Show on Station Head. We're going to do an after show over there. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.